Anybody see this video, please tell me, how do you take care of diabetic feet? Because my husband is homebound and I've been trying to get a foot doctor to come to the house, but so far I can't find nobody. I mean, I'm not giving up. I'm eventually going to keep trying until I get somebody. But it's just in between, what can I do? It seems so hard for me to find a foot pan. I'm going to see if I can get the doctor to subscribe him a foot pan and all this stuff for his feet, because he should be entitled for it because he's handicapped. He can't walk to no doctor to get his foot done. The doctor's not coming to him because of COVID or whatever the reasons is. So he needs somebody to come out. Until then, I got to find some kind of way to do his feet, because his feet is real ashy. His toes is growing. His toenails is growing. You see, I ate this is what's left of my sandwich. If it had been a bagel, I'd be still on the first side of the bagel. So I washed him down the whole nap. Now here's the thing. He got such a thrill. My husband is a pervert. I'm not gonna lie. He my husband the whole night, but he's a pervert. He's one of them men that he'll be sitting on the street, on a corner or whatever, with his cigarette and whatever other drugs that he may have around him, hitting up on your daughter. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. You see what I'm saying? And he'll be sitting up there hitting up on you, but the only people that he really hit up on, is people that may look like they on drugs. You know what I'm saying? So he'll hit them up. Okay, so moving right along. So I washed them. He took these pills just in case y'all didn't see the last video. To give you a heads up, I'm talking about my husband and the upkeep of himself, his drug habit that he still have now, but it's prescription drugs, and how it's like destroying our marriage. So, and not destroying it to the point where I'm gonna get up and leave because I'm saved. I'm not going nowhere because I believe God is going to. He's not abusing me, so there's no reason for me to leave. You know, he got his own issues, he got his problems, you know, but he's in need because he's handicapped. So I just can't see myself just getting rid of him, putting him out. I can't see it. A lot of people think I should do it. You know, my family members think I should do it. But in my spirit, it's not. I'm listening to the Lord. In my spirit, it's not telling me to send him back to California. When it get in my spirit, when the Holy Ghost tells me to do it, trust me, I'm going to do it because God is going to make a way. So that I won't have to miss his money, because his money does do some things here in the house. But I'm not so dependent on it. Because once his money is gone, I still have my money. You see what I'm saying? And when he gets paid, maybe about a day or two after, I never get paid before him. He always get paid first, and then I get a payment. You see what I'm saying? So that's how it been before he came. So before he came, I was getting paid. I had my little money. I was surviving off of my little money. And a lot of doors has opened up, you know, where I don't even have to use my little bit of money no more. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of advantages. I have a lot of things that God has given me where I ain't got to pay for. And I got it now. He opened up doors where things that I wanted, I got. So I'm able to budget my money. I'm able to spend things. I know how to spend things on what I need and not what I want. I'm able to spurge when the time comes to spurge. When it's not time, I don't. So, okay, moving right along. So I washed them up, But just like I said, my husband's a pervert, so he took these pills, and these pills put him in a state where he couldn't move. He was like paralyzed for a little bit. So I had to wash him. I had to take care of him. He could move his arms. It was his legs that he couldn't move. He couldn't walk. And he was like that for about a week. But see, I was thinking that was going to be lasting longer than that. Like, I thought it was a permanent reaction. So now he got used to me. He liked it, me washing him. I guess he got a thrill from it because we wasn't sexing. So I guess he got a thrill out of it and stuff like that. So he was acting like he couldn't move. And he will wear his stuff. I think he will wear his stuff purposely so that I will come and clean him. But see, let me tell you something. God ain't got no stupid saints. You see what I'm saying? You may do things to God's people for as long as God allow it to happen, but after a while, God gonna inform us and let us know exactly what you're doing. You know? We are back. Heat up my coffee. So I started catching on to what he was doing. And certain things he would say to let me know that he could get up and he could move. I'll be right back. Oh, I forgot I had the mic on. Okay. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh my. This stuff. So, going on. He purposely. Now, in the beginning, I know it was for real, you know. But it just seemed like nothing scares him. That would have scared me so much. I would not have messed with them pills. I would have been scared to take them even regular. Cause I'll be thinking, what? Yeah. I ain't gonna come on. Okay, what am I doing? So I took care of him, whatever. I forgot what my ADHD kicked in. So I forgot what the purpose I was saying, but I was talking about different things with my husband. Anyway, so I was talking to come back to me. Let me grab up. So I took care of him and everything. So, okay, so we're just gonna go back to today. Maybe to come back to me why I went there. So, I'm waiting for him to tell me, can you give me something to eat? All he wanted was a coffee. I mean, of course, I bought him something to eat. I bought him some breakfast. I got him his coffee. I got him his cigarettes, all that stuff, I don't really like too much to get him Tylenol PMs because, that's like, he got an addiction. I don't want to really be too much providing his addiction. He's already addicted to cigarettes. But the thing with the cigarettes, he be going out there. He be going out there sitting outside begging people for money, begging people for cigarettes. I don't like that. I said to him one time, how do you live like this? How can you live like this? I mean, he lives like somebody I'm going to be honest with you. He lives like somebody on the street. Somebody on the street. Like you see them people underneath the train stations? I mean, you don't see that too much. You don't see too many people in the train station no more, Department of Homeless Service kind of like got that together. But there's still some people homeless. But I think they all got a place to stay. It's just that they come out during the day and they may panhandle or whatever. And then they go back to their spot. But that's how he lives. Now he got a room. He's in my living room. He's in our living room. Right? Because I'm going to be honest with you, he can't really live with me. I mean, he can't be in the room with me. I won't be able to take that. I couldn't have him messing up my sheets. I couldn't have him throwing stuff all over the floor. Now, I'll be honest, my room is all messy, right? It may be all messy, you see clothes or whatever. But that's what you see. I can't really too much live in an atmosphere, in a space with him. So when I came to look at this apartment, I already planned where I was putting him at. So I put him all the way in the back of the house. And I put the smokers in the back of the house. And one apartment I went to see, it had a balcony. it was a room with a balcony, but it was more so, it was like, I think it was the biggest room, or it was the first room. You walk into the apartment, you got all this space, and then the rooms was like, no. It was, I think it was two apartments I saw. One of them had a balcony where you actually walk out on, and then they had a balcony that was like on a roof, but you had to step up and go into it. And that balcony that was on the roof was in a room. So one of my daughters, the one that smokes, she was like, well, I'll take that room. She said, I don't know how I'm gonna do it with daddy because he gotta step up. And I was like, well, y'all figure that one out. Y'all go back there. Y'all go in that room. Y'all can be in there smoking. So that would have been a good thing. But, and then the other apartment was actually balcony. I think it had a door that opened, but it was connected to the living room. So I was thinking that, okay, I'll give Tracy that room, but because the balcony was there. But then I was saying, that's a living room. Entertaining company. People come and visit. They come out, I'm going to want them to go out in the balcony. And in the summertime, I'm going to want to stand out there. And if he got all his junk like he got now, soda bottles, his McDonald's papers, his Cheetos bag, all that on the floor, and people come in, I'm going to be so embarrassed. So when I saw this one, you know, because I was foreseeing, I was foreplanning. You see what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, so this room that I'm in, it could be a living room because it doesn't have a closet. And the room that's in the back could be a living room because it doesn't have a closet. So in all honesty, this apartment has 3 bedrooms. So this is an extra room, and the room in the back is an extra room. So the pick is up to the tenant of which one that they want to use for the living room. But they made this a 4-bedroom apartment, but it's not a 4-bedroom apartment because all bedrooms is supposed to, that's a heads up to anybody that's looking for an apartment, or anybody that's planning on buying a house, or anybody that's building a house. All bedrooms is supposed to have closets in it. You ain't supposed to have no closet in no hallway that's connected to a bedroom. If you got a closet in a hallway, that's considered your wardrobe closet, your entrance closet. That's what it's called. So when people come in, you got a place for them to put their coats at and stuff like that. If that closet has shelves in it, that means it's a linen closet. Okay? Hey, I'm learning. I finally got it together. Okay? And then if you have a closet that have shelves in it, right? That's within your kitchen or not too far from your kitchen. I ain't talking about all the way down to the bathroom. If it's down to the bathroom, that's a linen closet. If it's more closer to the kitchen, it's a pantry. And a lot of apartments don't have pantry. The apartment that I moved out, I had a pantry. It was in the kitchen. And I really hate that I had to move from there. But I had to move from there. We had like we had like 2 flights of stairs, long flights, and little 3 steps to go up before we actually entered into our apartment. So it was getting kind of hectic to the point where my husband didn't even go downstairs. I went down. I never stopped going downstairs because I had to go up the steps, but it was really getting to me. So God will look out for his people. I ain't got no steps to go up here except for my front building, which is about 5. And then I go up 1, 2, maybe about 2 steps. Little small, long steps. You know, don't really affect me, you know? Even coming up those steps on the outside doesn't affect me. I never have to stop and be like, Let me take my breath because it's not really an issue. As long as my legs is working and my heart is able to pump me up them steps, I'm good. So okay, so moving right along. So I was like, listen, how can you live like this? It's like I said, he got boxes that's piled up with Pampers. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. So my daughter was buying the Pampers for him, and he'd have a fit because he didn't know that she was buying them, but he would have a fit with me, fussing with me about the Pampers, where the Pampers, you ain't taking care of me, all this stuff. But there was nothing I can do if she went to the store and they didn't have none. There was nothing to be done. If the stores didn't have them, couldn't get them. You see what I'm saying? And being that COVID had just started, people wasn't delivering nothing. The stores was empty. Nobody could get out to deliver anything. So if you didn't have what you needed in the house, you was messed up. We didn't have what we needed, but God opened up the door with Amazon. Amazon was my lifesaver. Amazon had everything I needed. The Lord was providing all the money. They was giving us all these food stamps, all these cash money. They was giving us stimulus money, all that stuff. And I was able to take care of my family from a push of a button, just buying this, buying that, buying this, and boom. That was one time I used my card to the fullest, And I was buying food from Amazon. You could find almost every and anything you needed on Amazon as far as food-wise. So I bought meat. I bought potatoes. I bought veggies, canned vegetables, broccoli, frozen vegetables. They had something that was called Fresh Direct, so that's your fresh food where you get your meat and stuff from. The actually pantry, Amazon, I would get like the rice and the syrup and the pancake mix and stuff like that. And everything was on date. Everything was on date. Everything was up to date. Like if I bought it in 2019, it's like some stuff expired this year. If I bought it 2020, some stuff expired next year. You see? So they was on point. The delivery was good. I could buy and get the next day. Sometimes I would buy stuff and I would have to wait until maybe 2 days. But half the time when I ordered something, I got it the next day. And depending if I got it, if I went early, which I never really ordered anything early. So I never got anything delivered the same day. But I got things delivered the next day as early as 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. So Amazon was good. And I ain't going to throw Amazon out the window. I still use Amazon. So now, what was I saying? So the Pampers, right? So I had to, when his doctor would come, I would talk with his doctor, ask his doctor. His doctor said, yeah, sure. So it got approved, and they started sending him Pampers. Now, mind you, before they got approved, there is this website, because he gets a card too. It's not an OTC card. He gets a card because his daughter is his home attendant. So I guess that was something that maybe it was covered by the pandemic, or I don't know, but Daniel was getting the OTC card. I think Daniel was getting the OTC card before the pandemic came into place. So anyway, she gets a card. It's like a credit card, but it only can be used for any or everything that is involved or around her or around him. So her cell phone bill could be paid. His cell phone bill could be paid. But mine's can't be paid because my name is not on there. So, and it's no biggie. Long as his phone gets stayed on, long as her phone gets stayed on, it's good. So there is, let me see. I lost my train of thought for a second. So now I went on this site that's called Vertical Medical or something like that. And it's involved with a lot of medical things. You know, all types of things that's in the medical field that a patient may need, right? You know, they sell wheelchairs, they sell walkers, they sell asthma pumps, they sell, you know, people that have catheter that they got to stick the thing in to urinate through. They sell stuff like that. So that's the type of medical thing it is. Then they got another store that's called FSA store, right? So those two stores I can order stuff for him. So the Vertical Medical, they have where you can subscribe, where things can be sent monthly. I mean, you pick out whether you want it 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, or every 2 weeks, monthly, every 2 months, however. So I saw the Pampers there. So I picked the Pampers. They have the pens, but every now and then, you know, they don't have it. So that wasn't consistent. So they had something that was Attends, Attends, which he seemed to like. He liked the Depends and he liked the Attends. They had some other kind, which I had ordered, but I didn't know. I need to cut this. I didn't know that that goes back there. That's to my head. This one's not to my head. It's to the front. That goes. The Attends. That I need to get a. Probably gotta go into here. I don't know how this became a what's the name video. These are the wrong scissors anyway, so I ain't gonna mess I ain't gonna mess cutting our hair with those. So okay, so wait a minute, I gotta take a pill. So, what was I saying? Ooh, ADHD. Okay, so let me just go on. Okay, the Pampers. Thank you, Holy Ghost. So, I went on and I ordered them, set up I'm gonna do some curling. Set up some I'm sorry, I'm just done. Oops. So I set up the subscribe thing for the Pampers to be sent every month. And they started coming every month. And I set it up, put it in his room, and gave it to him. Trying to make sure. See, this needs to be cut. But I ain't cutting nothing. I'm leaving it just like it is. So, okay, that was my T3. T3. This is live. Lacia, something like that. So, I ordered the Pampers, and the Pampers started coming. They started. Now, mind you, I had done talk to the doctor about the Pampers, about them sending Pampers. So, he got approved for them, even though I wasn't told he was approved. But how I found out that he was approved is when the Pampers came to the house. So now he getting those Pampers, and he getting the ones that's being sent by the card. And the one that was coming by the doctor was a month's supply. So was a month's supply, so he's getting those coming now. So now he can't fuss with me about that anymore, because he used to go in on me. Whatever he ain't getting that he feel he should get, or he was getting and he ain't getting no more, he go in. He kind of calmed down now because everything is working out for his good. He don't have to want for nothing. When it's time to eat, I try to make sure he eat. I try to make sure he eats. I try to make sure his clothes washed. If he asks me to wash his clothes, I try my best to get his clothes washed. Sometimes I can't wash them right then and there because somebody may be washing something, or they may be clothes already in the washing machine, so they may not get washed right then and there. But I try my best to get what needs to be done for him done as soon as possible, so he ain't gotta wait for nothing. So when I wash his clothes and he got Pampers, he got cigarettes, there may not be no food to cook per se in the house, but I'll go out and get him something to eat. he got that. You know, he got everything. Let me put it that way. It's really not too much he gotta be wanting. If he wants something, he just want it. And a lot of times, another thing he does, a lot of times he asks for things that's just like way off. Like sometimes he'd be like, I want a tuna fish. I'd be like, tuna fish? Just out of the blues. I don't even know how to explain it, because I guess y'all would say tuna fish. Ain't nothing different or crazy about tuna fish. No, it's nothing crazy about tuna fish. It's just the fact of when he wants it. At a time that tuna fish may not be available. But he so 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 now he gets a lot of Pampers. So it's really no need for him to be smelling. I don't think so. I'm not there, and I pray God that I don't get there. But I also pray God that if I do get there, that my mind will be different. You know, I'm always the type of person, I don't really like people taking care of me. You know, I more so want to take care of them than them taking care of me. So I know that if it came down at something like that, well, right now in this state of mind, praying, ask God to keep my mind. So I'm saying that in this state of mind that I'm in, I would not be putting too much burden on nobody. Or nobody be burdened with me. But try my best to keep the room clean, keep my space clean, keep the kitchen clean. You know, whatever part of the house that I may go into, I try to keep it, you know, right. So nobody won't feel no kind of way. Okay, so I curled this up. As I'm sitting here talking to y'all, I'll do a little curling. So y'all can see how this flat iron, it's a flat iron. You see, probably have it too high. Y'all can see the hair in there. moving right along. So, okay, so let's go in the front. This one I always start from the front. It's crazy, I started from the front. Yeah, I normally start from the back. Okay, so now, trying to make sure I get to here. So this is kind of like nice. I don't even know how I did this. I must have went like this. That's what I like. Okay, so I think I went this way. Ooh. Haven't learned yet how to do this yet. So that is, I'm gonna leave it. I ain't even do this one. Cause this kind of like got that little band going under. So let me see if it was how I curled it on this side. I'm just gonna say, I hope y'all can see me because I'm just so focused in this curl. Okay. So so he gets his Pampers. I'm on focus right now, sorry about that. So we are going to go from front to back, because normally I go from back. So I think this is the side that I go from back to front. So let's, so that may be enough for my husband, right? Okay, so we're going to do this one. Hey. It's in the back of my bag right there.
I'm ordering something from McDonald's for Lizzie. Want me to get you something?
You can give me a milkshake. Where you headed?
I have to go pick up my package from Target.
Oh, okay.
Go there real quick, and then when I'm gonna come back, drop that off, and then I'm going to Vanities to do the kids' hair.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if I can get this my chain clean.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna pick up my prescription from the eyeglass place and go through Warby Parker.
Okay.
Because it's only $95 for a prescription. So if it's more, if it's the same price, then I'll just go through the eyeglass place. If it's less, then I'll just.
No, it's gonna be less.
I know it's gonna be less than
Yeah.
Warby Parker, so I'm gonna just.
Yeah, that's what. Oh, I forgot I had did. Remember my turquoise brown turquoise glasses that I had? I got them from Warby Parker. I just went and paid the $95. Went to the doctor, got my prescription, and sent it because you could do it online.
Oh, okay.
You could just send them the prescriptions, and they'll put it inside the glasses for you and send them to you.
That's what I need, because I'm not gonna lie, the eyeglass place up here, they charged me a lot. The first time it was just like one something. That wasn't bad, but the second time, this third time, and they want me to pay more. And I'm like, why am I paying more? My insurance should cover it. They're like, oh, it's only covered a year. I said, I wish I would have known that. Then I would have got some plastic glasses. He's like, we told you. I said, no, you didn't.
Well, wait a minute. What they said?
They said that insurance, if you're getting glasses through insurance, they only cover one time out of the year.
Okay, yeah, that is
true.
true.
So I'm like, okay. And I said to him, I said, why you didn't tell me that? He said, I did. I said, no, you didn't. He's like, yes, I did. You and the gentleman. I said, okay. I called Ovi. I was like, Ovi, you remember we was in the eyeglass place? Did the man ever tell us about, the insurance warranty? I was like, no. I was like, okay, I put it on speaker. I said, you hear this, right, sir? So when did you tell us this, Daniel?
Damn, okay.
He was like, no answer. And there's been times where I've been there and everybody be like, yo, you doing too much. Talking about him. But I'll be like, when did you tell me this? When did you tell me this? You didn't tell me this. If you would have told me this, I would have got plastic glasses. You didn't tell me none of this.
No, but what does the plastic glasses got to do with
this?
this?
With plastic, you can sit on it, it won't break. But
oh,
with metal,
okay, I got
the
metal. Yeah,
so
bends up. Okay, I got you.
I was like, I wish you would have told me that, because if I would have known that, I would not be here right now if I had the plastic glasses. He was like, oh, we did tell. I said, no, you didn't. I said, no, I don't even. And then he went up, and not went up. He went to the price to tell me the price. He was like, yeah, it's $200, making it seem like, oh, I can't afford it, right? Which I can't. But he was like, oh, it's $200, get you some couture or something glasses, I said, no. I wasn't trying to be racist or anything. I was like, no, that's for the white people. I don't got money like that. I don't got that white money to go and be, oh, it's not about white. I said, look, you telling me to go buy some glasses that's mad expensive. When I'm sitting here telling you I don't even have money to pay for this $200-some glasses. I said, you take your tail over there. I said, wait, but you got some on. You got some couture glasses on. I said, don't do that. Don't do that. And everybody, the lady that checks my glasses, she's like, okay. I said, I'm fine. I'm great. Check me, please. And I want to be, I like that place. But Dr. Daniel don't work there no more.
Oh, wow.
I was like, great. I was like, oh, Dr.
I like
Daniel. He was like, no. I was like, do you know which other site he went to? They was like, oh, we not sure. We not sure.
Oh, they don't tell it because they don't want to.
We not sure.
I learned that they don't like to lose customers, so they don't tell you where where a doctor went that you like.
I was like, where did he go? I want to go where he went.
For real, eh?
I want to go where he went. He's like, oh, she came out. She's like, you don't like me? I said, no. Got nothing to do with you. Ain't got nothing to do with you. Go back in that office, lady. You don't got nothing to do with you.
Yeah, she's nice, though. I like her.
She's really nice. She's really helpful.
She said that she cannot see nothing without her glasses.
Oh.
When she was telling me that, I said, oh, sweat. She said, you could probably tell by the way the prescription of my glasses. I didn't really look at how her glasses were. I guess she was saying that they was real thick, but I didn't really pay attention.
Okay.
But she said, child, she said, don't you worry about it. She said, we gonna get it together. She said, your left eye is the domineering one. It's the strongest. And your right eye is the weakest. She said, but don't worry. She said, that's when she said, because I cannot see nothing without my glasses. I didn't even think that was possible. Oh, Pastor Glover, she's good. She got her eyes done. And she's like, she should be able to see. She was writing up a storm yesterday. I said, yeah, that lady, she can see now. She always was writing stuff on the pulpit. But I think yesterday she just was like, every time you turn around, she was writing something, reading something. I guess she checking them glasses. Them eyes. She said she won't even have to be wear glasses.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Ain't that a blessing?
Yeah, I say you better go ahead, lady.
Run around that church and
sure better.
Everybody was dead like a fossil.
And they just was clapping. I was like, later for that clapping.
Around. I would have went up there.
And she looked so good. I meant to tell her.
I'm like, you better give Jesus some praise.
I meant to tell her she looked like she had on a new hat.
Oh, she embracing
and
herself.
She looked like she had a new wig. Bishop was talking about wigs. I said, why he doing that?
Why he doing that?
But I was like, why he talking about wigs? Because Pastor Glover, when I looked at Pastor Glover, I said, wait a minute, Pastor Glover look like she got a new wig on. I said, oh, so that's why Bishop.
Bishop, don't be a hater.
Your wife wear wigs. That's not nice. I don't know since when hair getting messages.
They basically just trying to say, I don't know what they're trying to say.
Yeah, they just, as you said, they just trying to just get people because they can't wear it. I mean, you know what, guys get very, how you say that, competitive with women. That's why guys, I think, become gay. Well, I won't say gay because gay means that they like men, but I'm talking about that guy that want to dress like a woman. Mm-hmm. That's why, because, and that's just in my opinion, because they want to be like a woman, wear the things that women wear, dress like women. I think it's more so dress. Maybe they want to look. The drag queen is more like looking like a woman.
And then I'm gonna get an extra piece just in case she get hungry.
Later. I forgot all about my. Did y'all eat up them that was in the thing? In the refrigerator, the ones that I had left over, because I didn't eat up all of them. Yeah. Okay, good. Because
it got demolished. It went in my belly.
All right, good. As long as it was eaten, because I forgot about it.
My belly. You know how they say, get in my belly? Yes. I'm trying to find the milkshakes.
Oh.
Okay, I guess that would be a McFlurry.
Well, that should be in dessert. No, not dessert. Will it be in dessert? Cafe? I don't know.
No, you want a frappe or you want a milkshake?
Oh, frappe is good. You see frappe? Because I know a lot of times I be ordering frappes, they don't be having it. They be sending the milkshake. So that's good. Order the frappe. So they don't have the frappe, they'll send them milkshake. Because that's what they did before. She always want her milkshake.
She's like, Mommy, you think you could give me a milkshake? I'm trying to teach her that every time you wake up, I'm not buying McDonald's. Every second day, McDonald's. Mommy, can I have McDonald's? Mommy, McDonald's? Today, McDonald's. Woke up, Mommy, McDonald's? I was like, Lizzie. Stop give me. You gonna get it. Just wait.
She'd be like,
you're so slow.
Can you eat this up for me? What you got on, a dress? What you got on? Let me see. What's that, a set?
Yeah, it's a set. I haven't worn this. The first time I wore this was when we moved out here. I haven't worn this.
Wow, that's right, because I didn't even know nothing about that one. It's nice.
You look so white.
You washed them?
Sure did.
Yes. All right, so that is done. Now we just gonna let it drop. We're gonna let them drop. Cause you already see this one is dropping and see how I got that little swirl going on. so we ain't gonna mess with it. So so that's the deal.
Close the door if you coming in here. No, Angel, because every time you want to come rub me up and all this other stuff, and I have oil here all over myself. Rub up.